Good evening, I am Janhvi. Welcome to Radio Bharati. Let's begin with the top news updates of the day. Prime Minister says India remains committed to elevating the bilateral ties and free trade agreement with UK. Union Minister Annapurna Devi says high budget allocation towards women and child development reflects government's commitment to women-led development. US President Joe Biden termed his decision to step aside from 2024 presidential race as a matter of saving democracy. 13 people died from dengue in the first half of 2024. 70% of individual intraday traders in equity cash segment made losses in financial year 23. With budget allocation, IT Ministry looks to procure up to 500 GPUs. India will take on Bangladesh. Sri Lanka will face Pakistan tomorrow. Yuki Bambri Albano Olivetti lost to Manuel Goinard, George Jack in men's doubles quarterfinals. Now news in brief. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said India remains committed to elevating the bilateral ties with UK after visiting UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy in New Delhi last evening. Mr. Modi also welcomed the desire to conclude a mutually beneficial free trade agreement. Union Minister for Women and Child Development Annapurna Devi has said that the gender budget allocation towards welfare and empowerment of women in 2024-25 is 3.3 lakh crore rupees. Interacting with media in New Delhi, the minister said that the allocation is 37.3% higher than the financial year 2023-24. US President Joe Biden has termed his decision to step aside from the 2024 presidential race as a matter of saving democracy. Addressing the nation from the Oval Office of the White House today, Mr. Biden said he is passing the torch to a new generation. He further said that the Vice President Kamala Harris is capable of facing Donald Trump in the November election. In Singapore, a total of 13 people died from dengue in the first half of 2024, more than double the total for last year. The country recorded 6 deaths due to dengue infection from April to June. More than 10,100 cases have been reported so far this year, exceeding the total number recorded for the whole of 2023. The threshold was crossed in the week of July 14 to 20, when 236 cases were reported. As many as 70% or 7 out of 10 individual intraday traders in the equity cash segment incurred net losses in the fiscal 2022-23, a study by Securities and Exchange Board of India said on Wednesday. After receiving its first budgetary allocation for the ambitious India AI mission, the IT Ministry is looking at soon realizing a tender to procure between 300 to 500 graphics processing units to help the private sector build domestic computing capacity for building and testing artificial intelligence systems, the Indian Express has learned. In the Union Budget 2024, the Ministry of Electronics and IT has been allocated Rs 551.75 crore for the India AI mission for 2024-25. In the Women's Asia Cup cricket semi-finals, defending champions India will take on Bangladesh, while hosts Sri Lanka will face Pakistan tomorrow. Both matches will be played in Dambulla. Sri Lanka registered a thumping 10-wicket victory over Thailand in their final group fixture in Dambulla yesterday. In Croatia Open Tennis, India's Yuki Bambri along with French companion Albano Olivetti lost to French pair of Manuel Goinard and Georgia Jack in the men's doubles quarterfinals 4-6, 6-1, 6-10 in Umang. In semi-final matches today, the French pair of Manuel Goinard and Georgia Jack will take on Marcelo Zorman and Fernando Romboli of Brazil. That's all for the day. For more such updates, stay tuned to Radio Bharati. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.